Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? That means when you speak, only 7% of what people understand comes from your actual words. The rest? It's all about your body language, tone, and presence. Shocking, right? Here's another fact. Studies show that people who speak with confidence are 33% more likely to get promoted at work. Confidence is not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. And here's the kicker, it's something you can learn. In this video, we'll dive into 6 powerful hacks to help you speak like a true leader. You'll learn how to command attention with your presence, how to use pauses to make your words more impactful, and how to harness the power of storytelling to inspire others. Plus, you'll discover simple tricks to improve your tone and word choice so you can sound more authoritative. Ready to boost your leadership communication? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Commanding presence. How to own any room. When you walk into a room, how do you show up? A leader's presence is often more about how they make people feel than what they say. Harvard professor Amy Cuddy's research shows that your body language can influence how others perceive your confidence. A simple power pose, standing tall with your shoulders back, can increase feelings of authority. By adopting open and expansive posture, you instantly create an impression of power. This is not just a psychological trick. Studies reveal that people with confident body language are more likely to be respected and trusted. But it's not only about your body. Your eyes can speak volumes. Research from UCLA shows that making eye contact for just 3-4 seconds creates a sense of connection and authority. It's simple, yet so effective. A leader who doesn't look others in the eye is often seen as less confident. Try walking into a meeting and making strong eye contact with everyone around you. You'll immediately feel the difference in how people treat you. And don't forget your walk. Leaders don't shuffle their feet or rush. According to a study from the University of Kent, people who walk slower are perceived as more confident. The same goes for how you enter the room. Slow, purposeful movements convey control. If you act like you belong there, others will follow your lead. Finally, speaking with energy adds a layer of authority to your presence. The right mix of confidence in your body language and vocal energy can create a magnetic effect. When you project energy, you not only capture attention, but also inspire others to take you seriously. Chapter 2. The power of pauses. Silence is your secret weapon. When most people speak, they rush to fill every moment with words. But leaders know that silence is powerful. In fact, research shows that the most influential speakers use pauses strategically. When you stop speaking for a moment, you allow the listener to process your message. A study from the University of Minnesota found that well-placed pauses make speakers sound more authoritative. Take a deep breath before responding. A brief pause between thoughts shows you're in control, calm, and collected. The longer you can comfortably pause without feeling awkward, the more confident and poised you appear. Remember, silence doesn't mean you don't have something to say. It means you're saying it with purpose. Think about some of the world's greatest leaders, like Martin Luther King Jr. His "I have a dream" speech is known for its dramatic pauses, allowing each phrase to sink in. King's mastery of silence made his words resonate deeply. He didn't just speak to be heard, he spoke to be remembered. If you've ever noticed how a great public speaker commands attention, it's usually because they master the pause. In a room full of chatter, a speaker who takes their time becomes the focus. This gives you an edge. It makes your message stand out. Try it next time you're presenting. Take a few seconds between each point. You'll notice the change in how people listen to you. When you speak slowly, your words carry weight. A report from the International Listening Association found that speakers who avoid filler words, like or like, are perceived as more credible. Practice slowing down your speech, and you'll find people hanging on to every word. Chapter 3. Tone over words. The hidden strength of your voice. Your voice is a powerful tool that can shape how others perceive your leadership. Studies show that tone matters more than the words you say. In fact, 38% of a message's impact comes from your tone, according to a study by Albert Mehrabian, a psychologist known for his work on communication. A deep, steady voice instantly conveys authority. It's a subtle cue that suggests confidence and control. When you speak with a lower pitch, people are more likely to listen and trust you. A study from Duke University found that men with deeper voices are seen as more authoritative. Women, too, benefit from lowering their pitch, as it conveys strength and credibility. But tone isn't just about how deep your voice is. It's about how you use it. Speaking with variety in your pitch keeps your audience engaged and emphasizes key points. A monotonous voice can make even the best ideas seem boring. To keep your listeners interested, vary your tone to match the emotion or energy of the message. In fact, using vocal variety has been shown to increase the retention of your message. People are more likely to remember a speaker who shifts their tone rather than one who drones on in the same monotone. If you want to sound like a leader, make sure your voice is dynamic, confident, and adaptable to the moment. Also, consider your pace. Speaking too quickly can make you seem nervous or unsure. On the other hand, speaking too slowly might make you seem less energetic. The key is finding a rhythm that feels natural and authoritative. Practicing with breathing exercises can help you control your speed and keep your voice steady. Finally, be aware of how you end your sentences. A rising intonation can make you sound uncertain, even when you're confident in your message. Try ending your sentences with a firm, steady tone to reinforce your authority. This slight shift can make a huge difference in how your words are received. Don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing to this channel, you'll get more strategies to speak like a leader and stand out in every conversation, meeting, or presentation. Join the community of future leaders today. Chapter 4. Storytelling for Authority. Paint pictures, command respect. Great leaders are also great storytellers. Why? Because stories capture attention, connect emotionally, and make your message unforgettable. According to research by the Stanford Graduate School of Business, people are 22 times more likely to remember a story than a fact alone. Stories give your words weight and make them resonate. When you tell a story, you put your audience in the moment with you. Imagine explaining a tough decision you made at work. Instead of just listing facts, you tell the story of what happened, how you felt, and why it mattered. This creates an emotional connection and makes your leadership feel authentic. The best leaders use stories to illustrate their values. Think of Steve Jobs. He didn't just talk about innovation, he told stories about what that innovation meant for people. A leader's story can inspire and rally people behind a cause. It's more than just relaying facts, it's about creating a shared experience. So, how do you use storytelling to boost your leadership? Start by framing your message as a narrative. Every good story has a beginning, middle, and end. When you present your ideas in this format, you engage your audience more effectively. You bring them on a journey, which makes them more likely to trust you and follow your lead. Another tip: make it personal. Share your experiences, especially those that involve overcoming challenges. This builds rapport and shows your audience that you understand their struggles. As Brené Brown, author of Daring Greatly, says, stories are data with a soul. They humanize you and give your leadership a deeper impact. Finally, don't forget the power of a strong ending. A great story often leaves the audience with something to think about. Whether it's a call to action or a key takeaway, make sure your story reinforces your leadership message and leaves a lasting impression. Chapter 5. Word choice. Speak with precision, led with purpose. A leader's words have power. What you say, and how you say it, can inspire, motivate, or demotivate. According to a study by the University of California, the average person speaks over 16,000 words a day. But in leadership, it's not the quantity of words that matters, it's the quality. Start by choosing words that are clear and direct. Avoid vague language that leaves people unsure of what you mean. When you're in charge, people need to understand exactly what you're asking of them. For instance, instead of saying, "We might want to think about improving customer service," say, "We will improve customer service by implementing X, Y, and Z." Precision in your language builds trust and respect. Another key element is using positive, empowering language. A study by the Wharton School of Business found that people who use positive language in the workplace inspire greater loyalty and collaboration from their teams. Words like we, together, and achieve create a sense of unity and collective purpose. These words show that you're all in this together, rather than giving orders from above. However, leaders also need to know when to be assertive. Leaders who use weak phrases like, I think, or maybe, can come across as indecisive. Research from the Harvard Business Review shows that strong, confident language, without being overbearing, instills authority. Instead of saying, I think this might work, say, this is the direction we are going, and here's why. Don't forget to cut out unnecessary filler words. Phrases like, you know, like, or, weaken your message. The fewer fillers you use, the more confident and authoritative you sound. A study by the National Communication Association found that speakers who used minimal filler words were perceived as more competent. To take your word choice to the next level, focus on language that inspires action. Verbs like build, create, and transform create a sense of purpose and forward momentum. Leaders speak with intent, and their words reflect their vision. So when you speak, make every word count. Chapter 6. Active listening. Master the art of influence through listening. Most people think leadership is all about speaking, but true leaders know the power of listening. In fact, according to a study from the Center for Creative Leadership, 75% of effective leadership is based on listening. Active listening is one of the most underrated, yet powerful, skills any leader can develop. Active listening means being fully present and engaged when others speak. It's not just about hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions and ideas behind those words. Research by the University of Missouri suggests that leaders who listen actively create a more collaborative and trusting environment. People feel valued, and that makes them more likely to follow your lead. One way to improve your active listening is by focusing on body language. Nod occasionally to show you're engaged, and lean in slightly to demonstrate interest. These small gestures can make a big difference in how others perceive your attention and respect. When you listen well, you show that you value the other person's perspective. Paraphrasing is another powerful technique. After someone speaks, try summarizing their key points. Not only does this help clarify their message, but it also shows that you've truly understood. It's a way of saying, I hear you, and I'm on the same page. People appreciate leaders who make the effort to understand them. Leaders who listen well also ask insightful questions. A good question can lead to deeper discussions and reveal hidden insights. In fact, leaders who engage in thoughtful questioning create stronger connections with their teams. Finally, listening doesn't mean agreeing with everything said. A leader who listens critically is able to make informed decisions. By showing that you're open to feedback, you demonstrate confidence in your own leadership. As President Theodore Roosevelt once said, the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing to this channel, you'll get more strategies to speak like a leader and stand out in every conversation, meeting, or presentation. Join the community of future leaders today.